The film begins deep beneath the surface of the ocean, where a large crack is slowly forming, sending ripples of disturbance through the water. A school of fish senses the unusual activity and scatters in panic. Above them, a couple swims in the vast expanse of the ocean, blissfully unaware of the chaos brewing below. In a moment of romance, the man drops to one knee, proposing to his girlfriend. Just as he utters the words, he is suddenly yanked underwater by an unseen force. The girl, in a panic, frantically searches the water for him. Moments later, Todd resurfaces, blood pouring from his wounds, revealing the horror that lurks beneath the waves. At the same moment, a zombie rises from the depths, snatching the girl away. The screen fades to black, revealing the title, Zombie Tidal Wave. As the story unfolds, we shift to the open sea, where we meet our main character, Hunter Shaw, alongside Jada and Ray McRae, who are aboard a yacht, fishing in the serene waters. In the distance, another boat full of people enjoys a lively celebration with fireworks. However, the atmosphere changes when Ray, who serves as the harbor master, approaches the revelers and confiscates their fireworks. Nearby, the mysterious man watches all of this unfold from the shore of a remote island, hinting at the dark events to come. Ray, so focused on fishing, feels a tug on his line that he believes to be a big catch. To his horror, he reels in what appears to be a dead body instead. The body looks peculiar, but before they can react, a strange light shines from the seafloor, drawing their attention. Just as they start to figure out their next move, Jada turns around only to find the body has mysteriously vanished. It quickly becomes clear that the man is a zombie, which lunges at her, biting her neck. Craig rushes to her aid, but he too becomes a target, chased by the now feral creature. Meanwhile, Hunter tries to tend to Jada, leaving Tawny to confront the zombie. Armed with a knife, she stabs the creature multiple times until it finally retreats, swimming back into the depths. The scene transitions to a bustling city near the beach, where we meet Kenzie, Samantha, and Tawny. Kenzie receives a frantic phone call from Hunter, urgently informing her that Jada has been bitten and needs immediate help. The trio springs into action, and Hunter, Craig, and Jada make their way to the shore, where medical personnel are waiting. As Kenzie tends to Jada, she listens to Hunter recount the harrowing tale of their encounter. Jada and Craig are loaded into an ambulance and rush to the hospital while Hunter stays behind to speak with the sheriff about the bizarre events. As Hunter explains the situation, he points toward a spot in the ocean where a faint light can be seen flickering beneath the waves. Intrigued yet skeptical, the sheriff decides to investigate this anomaly alongside Hunter. The scene shifts back to a bar where Samantha and Tawny dance to the lively music of a band on stage. In another cut, we find Hunter and Sheriff Cameo scouting the mysterious light beneath the water's surface. Back at the bar, Dag introduces himself to Samantha, and with a remote control device, Hunter and the sheriff continue their underwater exploration. They discover a shipwreck that lacks identification, but Hunter recognizes it. The shipwreck emits a ghostly blue light, and as they peer closer, they see a figure swimming below. Hunter shares his theories with the sheriff, who remains unconvinced until he glimpses a horde of creatures swimming toward them. Alarmed, the sheriff immediately calls for an evacuation protocol. At the beach, a public announcement urges everyone to evacuate, but curiosity compels many to inch closer to the shoreline to see what's happening. An urgent tsunami alarm suddenly sounds, igniting panic among the beachgoers. Hunter and Kenzie discuss evacuation plans over the phone, but as Kenzie hangs up, they witness a terrifying sight. Massive waves surge toward the shore, carrying with them a terrifying number of zombies. Hunter races to start the boat, determined to help the people caught in the chaos. As the tsunami crashes onto the coast, zombies leap out of the water, attacking anyone in their path. Hunter and the sheriff are swept up in the chaos of the tsunami, leading to a cut to black that signifies the aftermath of the catastrophic events that just unfolded. When the scene reopens, zombies begin to roam the land, and a hospital appears to have weathered the storm but is now struggling with an overwhelmed staff. Craig and Jada are isolated as medical personnel attempt to understand the nature of the injuries and infections spreading rapidly. Back at the beach, we see survivors tending to their loved ones. Some are dead, others severely injured. Unbeknownst to them, the zombies are emerging from the water, and the few people still on the shore are caught unaware as they begin to attack. Hunter attempts to start a boat's motor, using the spinning blades as weapons against the encroaching horde, while the sheriff tries to hold the line with his firearm. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Jada wakes up feeling cold and ravenous. In a shocking twist, she suffers a cardiac arrest but comes back as a zombie, immediately attacking Ray. A nurse enters the room and is swiftly assaulted as well. On the beach, those who have been bitten begin to transform into zombies themselves, creating an even greater crisis. Hunter and the sheriff realize they must return to the station to call for backup. As they reach Ray's car, they are startled to find the couple from the boat hiding in the backseat. They'd all quickly leave for the station. The scene shifts again, revealing the man who had been observing everything from the mountain, further hinting at a deeper plot. Meanwhile, Kenzie is in a hospital, seemingly alone, as she follows a blood trail that leads her to a shocking scene. Jada, now fully transformed, has begun attacking the hospital staff. Ray manages to pull Kenzie into a room, where they have a heated discussion about the terrifying events. Jada continues to pound on the door, eager to get in, which adds to the tension of the scene. Back at the station, we see the manhunter and the sheriff left behind attempting to escape, but getting attacked and murdered by a zombie. At the same time, Samantha and the children emerge from the bar, running for their lives as they navigate the chaos. The action shifts to the market, where the group finds themselves being chased by zombies. Dag sprains his ankle in the commotion, and they quickly devise a plan to lay low. However, Rand is caught and bitten, forcing them to make the difficult decision to separate. Taney goes off alone, while Samantha stays with Dag. Back at the station, Sheriff Cameo and Hunter are frantically trying to send out distress calls. But it becomes clear that the sheriff knows more than he is letting on, as he hastily shreds a document. Hunter grows suspicious when the glass from the front window shatters, indicating imminent danger. They quickly gather their weapons, preparing for the onslaught. The scene shifts again to Ray and Kenzie, who are battling a zombie in a wheelchair. They narrowly evade it, only to find that Jada is still on their trail. In the weapons vault, the sheriff and Hunter gear up, readying themselves for the fight outside. Hunter uses a bazooka to blast through the zombie horde, but just when it seems they are gaining ground, another tsunami approaches, threatening to bring more chaos. Meanwhile, Tawny is shown running through the forest, trying to escape from a group of zombies chasing her. She spots a house near a cliff and heads toward it. As the scene shifts back to Hunter and the sheriff, they run over zombies while driving to find safety. Back with Samantha and Dag, they stumble upon their van, but Evan's attempt to fight off the zombies with his drumsticks results in him getting bitten. Samantha and Dag manage to get inside the van, barely escaping. Taney reaches the house, where the owner observes her through a camera. He asks her to show him the back of her head before allowing her entry, revealing that he's conducting experiments on a zombie. Taney borrows a radio from him and contacts her father, informing him of the dire situation and mentioning that Sam was left behind in the market. Back at the station, the man left behind by Hunter and the sheriff tries to flee, but is quickly attacked and murdered by a zombie. Meanwhile, Dag climbs onto the roof of their van, strumming a guitar to distract the zombies. Hunter and the sheriff arrive just in time, but Dag is suddenly ambushed from behind. The action shifts back to Hunter's group, who are now at the hospital searching for Kenzie and Ray. The facility is teeming with zombies. Samantha dashes to the lobby to grab a phone, but zombies swarm out of the rooms, forcing Hunter and the sheriff to fight their way through. Samantha manages to murder a zombie with a machete, showcasing her resourcefulness. After an intense battle, Ray and Kenzie finally join them, but the sheriff reveals he has been scratched on the arm, hinting at the potential for his own transformation. They'd all rush outside, where Kenzie realizes that some of the corpses they encountered are being used for experiments. They quickly regroup and head toward Driscoll's house, where Tawny is waiting. Once inside, they utilize a radio to call for help, but things take a dark turn as the zombie from earlier breaks free from its restraints. The sheriff heads down to the basement to investigate, but a struggle ensues when he encounters the zombie, leading to him being bitten. Kenzie engages the zombie in a fierce fight as Driscoll uses a toss to incapacitate it momentarily. As the group regroups, they realize they can't remain in the house as the zombies gather outside, leading to a desperate plan to use electricity to eliminate them. With adrenaline pumping, they set their plan into action, but the zombies manage to break through the barricades. Kenzie and Hunter fight valiantly, utilizing a wood chipper to dispose of the undead one by one. The tension escalates as they realize they need to escape. They leave the compound on foot, making their way into the forest toward a cave for shelter. As they walk, the sheriff recounts a story about a pharmaceutical company that had been developing an anti-aging drug. He suspects it was merely a cover for creating a bioweapon, providing a shocking twist to the plot. However, their discussion is interrupted as zombies swarm them, forcing the group to scatter in different directions. Hunter is left behind, battling the zombies with his electric machete, displaying his determination to survive. Just when it seems he's about to be overwhelmed, Driscoll returns to lend a hand, fighting valiantly by his side. Tragically, the sheriff succumbs to the zombie horde, but not before leaving a hand grenade in his grasp, suggesting a plan of sacrifice. Hunter and Driscoll regroup, and the camera pans back to reveal the sheriff transformed into a zombie, pulling the pin from the grenade and taking out a group of zombies with a fiery explosion. On the coast, Hunter, Samantha, and Kenzie set out on a boat, leaving Driscoll, Raid, and Tawny behind to execute their plan. They prepare a trap using power lines, with Ray's group positioned atop the shipwreck. The tension rises as they energize the water while Ray sets up explosives. Hunter uses a motorcycle to lure the zombies toward the electrified water, showcasing their strategy to eliminate the undead menace. Meanwhile, Driscoll jumps into the fray, attempting to place the C4 on the ship. Unfortunately, he is overwhelmed and consumed by zombies, creating an emotional moment for the group still fighting. Hunter's motorcycle becomes stuck in the sand, forcing him to abandon it as a massive zombie approach. Kenzie struggles to free the vehicle, desperately trying to survive as the zombies close in. In a climactic scene, the plan comes together. The electricity works effectively, Hunter's machete cuts through the zombie horde, and the C4 detonates. Ray detonates the explosives, resulting in the destruction of the shipwreck and the boat, sending a massive wave crashing over the area, once again signaling impending doom. The screen fades to black before revealing the aftermath of the tsunami. An empty landscape stretches before us, a haunting reminder of the devastation. Kenzie, Samantha, and Hunter stand on the shore, gazing at the horizon, contemplating the uncertain future. Suddenly, Tiny emerges from the water, swimming to the shore with her life vest still on, symbolizing hope amidst chaos. In the film's concluding moments, Kenzie and Hunter share a tender kiss, a brief respite in the face of overwhelming odds, while Samantha and Tawny gaze out to sea, ready to confront whatever challenges lie ahead. That's it for today's recap. Give us a like and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.